Hey, what's going on? Today's going to be a little bit of a different video. I'm actually going to go see if I can find a waterfall. And what I mean is I looked at a topographical map and this looks like it could be a suitable place to hike and see one. I've tried to do that in the past with not much luck. There wasn't much water in a place I looked after looking at the map, but I can hear the water running and I thought I'd give it a try. So I'm just going to chuck the drone up real quick just so we can see if we get a better idea of what we're into. Normally I fly the drone closer to the end of the video. I'm going to fly it the first so we can get a better look at the terrain I'm going to cover and see if we can get any tips. Let's chuck the drone up and see. That's what going. All right, so it turns out my iPhone automatically uninstalls some apps, and unfortunately the DJI, the app that I use to fly the drone was slept or uninstalled because I normally fly it on an old Android phone and I don't have cell service here strong enough to re-download it, so looks like we're gonna have to do without the drone footage. That said, I'm gonna head into the brook right here. You can see gonna head down there, follow it along, and I'll update accordingly. Wish me luck. Okay, so it is hunting season, as you could probably have guessed by my blazing orange vest and hat. I've seen a few guys going to trucks quite a ways up further, but it always pays to be safe, cautious. Brook's a little bit deep. Normally I don't have a problem just trouncing along right down the riverbed, and this is a kind of an exception. It's kind of deep. We did have some rain last night, so could be why. Anyway, let's continue to follow the brook down. Hopefully I'll have some luck. So far the bushwhacking isn't too bad, but there's some old trees that fell across the brook, so I gotta get around them. So the area that I'm at right now is East Mountain. It's just a little community outside of Truro, kind of as always, because Truro is where I'm from. As you're headed towards New Glasgow on the old highway, there's just a little community a few kilometers outside of Truro. So after looking at the topographical map, this river just kind of suited what little I know of finding a waterfall. And like I said earlier, there's some actual water flow because I went mountain biking way out in the middle of the woods after following a topographical map to a spot where there was basically no water. It was a lot of driving, a lot of biking, hiking, all that just to get somewhere, and it was all dried up. So this time the difference was I just looked and saw that this brook gets joined into by a whole bunch of other brooks, so I figured it was probably going to have at least a good water flow. And according to the topographical map, it went downhill enough to hopefully give us a little bit of a waterfall. It's eventually just feeds into the Salmon River. The Salmon River is just, if you don't know, if you're not from here, it's a pretty big river that eventually feeds into the Bay of Fundy and runs quite a few kilometers inland. More deeper spots. Something tells me this could be a good fishing spot. I see a fish right now. It's not fishing season, but bear with me. I'm gonna stick you guys in the water, see what we see. Okay, so hopefully you guys can hear me well after I stick the camera in the water. It's kind of always a hit or miss if the mic's going to be all muffled sounding. I did try to bang it out and blow some air into it. Hopefully we sound nice. Anyway, I've been walking up the river for brook for 10 minutes, and I passed a couple areas that looked promising because there was some nice high cliffs on either side, but they're starting to kind of dwindle down. There's some nice exposed bedrock in a couple spots. I'm not sure if that matters, but now it's like things are kind of leveling out, but it's not over till it's over. I'm gonna try looking at my phone and see if I get enough of a GPS signal to see where I'm at. So I still have a long ways to go. Now that I have a little bit of cell phone signal, I might see if I can get that that app for my drone to download slowly but surely. Let's try. Yep, it's downloading. We're in a nice open area for the next few hundred meters, so I'm gonna see if this guy will download, and maybe I will try getting the drone up. See what we can see. Anyway, I have to do some more crouching and maneuvering, so I'm going to catch up with you guys in a little bit. Okay, so all I can tell you is that I am definitely thankful to have a spot I can walk on some dry land. Where this brook is pretty deep, it's slow going. Lots of crossing and taking my time, but so far the app hasn't downloaded, and I haven't seen any waterfalls, but I'm going to take this all in, being able to walk along the edge of the brook for a while. Yeah. Looks like I might be able to do so for a little bit. So maybe I spoke too soon. There's a couple small cliffs and rock faces sticking out. Catch you back in a sec. All right. A little bit of a waterfall, so yeah. That's awesome. I was able to find one. If anything, this is a success. It's not massive, but it's a nice looking waterfall, and it's still a waterfall. So at least, if anything, this validates my ability to read a topographical map. I'm still going to continue further because we're only not even halfway down to the Salmon River, but I'm happy with it. So let's keep going. I'm just downstream from the little waterfall, and I found another one. Looks like actually a decent set of falls. How about that? I'm standing on top of it right now. It's actually like a pretty good waterfall. I just gotta get a way down. It's not super high, but it's a pretty cool set of falls. Hopefully you can hear me over this massive waterfall. All right, so that's two, not massive, but definitely aesthetically pleasing looking waterfalls. They're nice and wide, and they have some unique looking rock formations, different pathways to the bottom of the falls. I dig it. Man, it looks like there's a couple good fishing spots down here. There's a nice deep pool here. And again, I'm not sure about the rules with fishing at the base of a waterfall. That you'll have to look into yourself. I don't know if there's any rules against that, if it has an effect on the fish. I don't know, but I did check out further, did see some fish, so that's cool. Anyway, I'm gonna keep hiking downstream. I've made it to the end of the brook. It's met up with the Salmon River. it's gonna wrap up the hike. I appreciate you guys sticking around to the end. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. It's a little different than usual. It's more of a discovery hike than hiking to a known falls, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, find me on facebook.com/New Scotland. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you want to be a real pal, share this video on your Facebook. See you guys in the next one.